fogged it up. There's a red tail over there, but I don't think, I can't see if it's a red tail or a ferruginous. I think it's a red tail. I'll take the picture for you so you see it, but it's a, there's power line in the way, and it's not going to be very good. But at the very least, you'll be able to see what I'm looking at. The power pole runs right through it, but it'll, at the very least, you can see what I'm looking at. All right, we'll continue on our way. Today we're just getting out, and there's snow and everything. I brought the drone, so I'm gonna go try and find some coniferous trees that hold onto the snow. The wind hasn't started blowing, so we're gonna go do that first, get some drone footage, and then we will go look for some wildlife. All right, check this out. Look at that. All right, you see those little, how the snow is still sticking to the trees? That's what we're hoping to get today. All right, what do we have? So we are going to be flying the DJI Mavic Zoom. I find that I need the zoom more than I need a better Hasselblad camera. It does everything I need it to. I do have a circular polarizer on there, so we'll get that set up real quick. I'll just configure this and then throw it into the phone. Think we're gonna get out of here? I guess we're gonna find out, aren't we?
Hello.
Good morning.
Did they pass today?
Do you guys have an annual?
Yeah.
Cool, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Well, thank you for your help.
Know what you're gonna find.
I know. It's exciting. Have a great day.
You too. Thanks so much for finding me.
Thank you. All right, so we got our whoa. Okay, so we got the city pass it's a city park, but you need a separate pass from the Colorado State Park Pass, and then also the National Forest System. So regardless, this is a good place to come look for coyotes and hawks. I've seen foxes in here. I haven't seen them recently because I think the coyotes killed them all. There's coyote tracks. So what we may do is, if I can find relatively fresh tracks, I may just follow the tracks and see if they take us to anything. There's also owls here, so maybe we'll see. There's a great horned, and I've seen one long-eared owl here before. I never got any pictures of it, but we've had good luck with the great horned owls. We actually were able to film a pair, or not film, take photos of a pair. And they're hard to find, so you just gotta be persistent, just stick with it. But it was really cool. But I'm gonna drive up to the very end just to see if I can see anything from the vehicle. Your vehicle's a fantastic natural blind, so use that when you can. And then if I can't do that, I'll get out, I'll get out regardless, and then we'll go for a walk. Well, I have another layer. It is chilly, but I think I'm gonna start like this just because once you start moving, it gets hot, and then you gotta take layers off, and I'd rather just start a little cool and deal with it. We are shooting with the Sony 200 to 600 on the A1. I thought the zoom might be better for today, and it's at 600. Now, I could have brought the 400 and just thrown the 1.4 teleconverter in the bag as well, but I didn't really want to be taking, it's just one more thing you throw in your pocket, then you got to take it on and off, and just use the zoom. Like, this is what the zooms are made for. And it's really not that, like, it's super bright, so the f6.3 at the 600mm should be just fine. Now, the only thing is the separation of background, but you'll see it's gonna be tough in here even with that 400, so we'll see what we find. We may not even find anything. Sometimes you get skunked when you go out like this. Okay, let's do a settings check. All right, one thing to remember is we are shooting in snow today, so push your exposure compensation up if you are shooting that way, or if you're shooting in manual, try to overexpose by a stop to 2 stops. Just depends on what you're shooting. There's been minimal luck. I got a picture of a fox squirrel. Yay. Actually, I'm hearing birds now, finally. Sometimes when you are photographing during cold weather or these heavy snows, they've, the birds and those type of, the birds mainly, feed pretty heavily during the snow. And so they tire themselves out, I think. And then they have like a late start. So we've seen that with the ducks that I tried to photograph in the steam. And we're seeing it again today, but it's a common thing that happens, to me at least. No owls, no coyotes. You guys say coyotes? Coyotes? I think technically it's coyote because it's a Spanish word. And so it was coyote. But I don't know. If you read Coyote America, he says that either way flies. It's just depends on where you're from. So I find that here in the city, it's usually coyote, and then when I go up to the mountains where I'm from, it's coyote. So I don't know. It Meat Eater had a big discussion on it, and one of them was coyote. The thought was that hunters call it coyotes and everyone else calls it coyotes, but I don't know. I know hunters that call it coyotes. So anyway, I'm gonna get back to it. There's a magpie. Well, that's cool. We are on the board, as we may call it. It's still pretty cool that there's deer. I don't know, 10 minutes from my house. Just shows to show that wildlife can live anywhere if we let it. And this is just like a little greenbelt area. Just 2 little does, but still, I think it's fun to just see that type of stuff so close to the house. But I'm on my way back. Maybe that's the beginning of our luck, and we'll see some coyotes, or I don't know, for wishing, and lynx, a mountain lion, snowy owl, bobcat. Yeah, any of those things would work. Whew. All right. Well, only got some deer. That's okay. But I have to get back and go get Dino. because he has school today, and I have to pick him up from school. School was canceled yesterday, so typically the day that I go out and do the after school, like the late day, was canceled. So that's no problem, because I'm gonna get home, get Dino, and probably cook some dinner. So I should be recording this, huh?
Yeah, let's do it on the tailgate.
Yeah. Tripod. I brought an RXV with some, so we can take like some snapshots.
What is that? It's like a low camera?
One of these little guys. Remember, the batteries are just terrible.
Oh. All right. So.
Does it work?
What was
Oh, it has a flashlight. No, 7.6.
that?
That's not enough.
No. So that charger's super slow.
Super slow.
Yeah, we should probably let them go that long, as long as we did.
I guess not, huh?
Probably like
A week or 5 days.
5-6 days, I would think.
I agree.
Would be my guess. I don't know.
I guess we don't need to camouflage anything, huh? Since there's nothing there.
Not because we're gonna.
Okay.
We'll stop and camouflage that one that's down below.
Yep.
And then we might as well camouflage the other one. But I don't know. Did you get anything on that other cell camera?
I haven't gotten anything since that elk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm bummed this cell camera didn't pick up that other elk. And the GoPro did.
Dead.
The light's still on.
Okay. 0.7. So it's like dead. Okay. All right, and we're off.
Well, it was a good idea. This next little bit's gonna suck. Trying to get traction on that slippery.
I was bringing it. It wants to slip.
So how far was that we hiked out? Like 6 miles?
Oh, 6 miles, 6.5. Oh, look, the trucks. Well, as you saw, there no footage on there, but we did get it out. We don't have one to put back in there because the voltage was weird on that other one, so we'll take that and charge it up. We brought the other one so I can charge both of them, and we'll probably deploy it next week. But we're gonna head up to a different area and check one of those game cameras. We might also just drive to the top of this hill because I got the Jeep, so I don't know.
I've never ridden in the Jeep before. There's a whole lot of nothing here, is I guess what I should say.
It looks so good though.
Yeah, this should be a spot. And I think it will. I think it's just time.
You wonder how something so big gets into a tree like that, you know? But then you remember, oh, it's all muscle. Could you imagine a big old, like...
Have you ever watched a black bear climb a tree?
Yeah, it's fast.
It's like, oh my god.
Some of my favorite videos are when dudes are in tree stands and those
Oh,
bears
those bears come up. That would be like shit my
Hey
pants.
bear.
Yeah, hey.
That's problematic.
Yeah, let's warm it up and then bring it back.
Well, or we could always move the one at that Browning, the one we just reset, that's warming up in the Jeep, to right here.
Because Casey said it's the overhangs that they like, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's like, I don't know. I just picture a cat coming up from the valley through here. And it would just...
I've given up on everything that I thought about cats, honestly. Through there, right through here, and it's gone. So if you're tracking, what I was taught is go back to the place that you last found the tracks and then start doing circles.
Yeah,
Start small and then go
that's what they
wider.
did in Africa.
Is it? But we're kind of cheating because we know kind of where he's been before. So yeah, he's right here. The snow drifts really bad back here.
Look at that.
That's a rabbit, isn't it? Or is that the same tracks?
I think it's the same one.
Okay. So,
Well, no. Wow, yeah.
so he just went around. Yeah, it's a little deep.
It's a lot of meat.
He went that way. I bet he went around our camera then. Isn't that convenient? So peaceful out here.
Man, when there's no wind, it's awesome. But man, when that wind's going, you watch, there was some on that GoPro.
Where it's just like
I
silence.
mean, it's like... The trees, I mean, the camera's on the ground and it's moving. It's crazy. Check.
And okay.
You got the last one.
I'm not gonna. Hey, hold on. I'm gonna get. Okay, go. I think I might as well use this little camera that I brought, huh?
Yeah. Use it or lose it.
Well, and that's what I'm trying to. This year, I'm trying to do. You bought all this gear, use it, or sell it. The dog just jumped. Pew! Well, that was disappointing. We had that camera set up on the trail back there, and we got nothing on it. And we know that people walked by it because there's tracks everywhere.
Man, that's steep here.
It is.
What kind of tracks are those?
I think that's that elk.
Oh, it's cold.
Yeah, it's chilly, dude.
So the last thing it got was January 12th.
No, it
We
was
have
Tuesday.
month extra.
Probably should run.
What do you mean? Today? Yeah, that's what we do. I'm gonna go work out.
Salmon with Brussels sprouts. And then we had, oh man, do you guys have an air fryer?
Yeah. You want to leave this all strapped up?
You know what we forgot to do?
Hot cocoa and some earmuffs.
We forgot to scan the GoPro with a QR code.
Who forgot?
It's team effort. There's no I in team, but there is a me. We gotta go back and do that.
We got to go down there.
Oh, you better get a hat.
It was like a 7-mile trek.
Uphill both ways.
Yeah, uphill both ways.
Yeah. In the blowing wind and snow.
And how about that hat?
Hey, like this? Like the
Where'd you find that?
flea market, so it probably has lice in it. But yeah, look, it's all ripped and everything. I've had this hat for a long time, but I keep it in there because Dean always gets cold, but I always end up wearing it. So
He's got a big melon if it fits you both.
well, it kind of does. One of these to him, you know. But it keeps his head warm. That's all I worry about.
All right, so we got to go down this trail. And 7 miles later, we'll make the camera work.
All right, folks, we made it back to the house. It's a long day. I gotta unpack the batteries. I finally warmed up, but I'm still gonna take a warm shower because it was really cold out there. I need to do a better job of packing warmer clothes when it is that cold. Anyway, hope you liked the elk. I think that was really awesome. I'm happy that the GoPro caught that. I was a little worried there. I'm sure you heard our back and forth. I thought maybe it was the day before that GoPro stopped recording, so I'm glad that it got that elk. It might be a good time to go up there during the rut and see if those guys hang around on that slope. So, because he wasn't a small guy. He's a big body, but he's got small antlers. He looked a little wider there just because of the distortion on the GoPro, but I think give him a couple years and that guy's gonna be a good bull. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. This one was a lot of fun for me. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do that. That just helps me in the algorithm. And if you got anything from this video, make sure to like it. And I guess we'll see you guys next week.